Oh my god. I just realized this about the news, right? Think about it. It's always, this is right after, by the way, I'm watching Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters. Well, Ralph Lauren is always in my head, that's why. But there's no ending, right? He said, have you noticed? It's like one thing after another, one thing after one thing after one thing after one thing, like what's going on and all over the country, right? I mentioned this in one of my recordings from Michelle Obama's interview on Jay Shetty, how she said nowadays I'm all about teenagers just like her, like the young adults. I'm all about that. How she explained we have access to information in a comparison that we used to 20 years ago, like within 1 year. Now it's like within an hour or something. Don't quote me on the numbers, but it's that much. Like, it's a drastic difference, right? So it's like, when the brain is full, you can't think for yourself because you're so busy. It's so busy. You are like, think about it just like food. What happens if you continue to eat? You're going to pass out right after you pass that discomfort stage. So the mind is the same, right? How does the brain work? The subconscious absorb everything. It does not filter. Therefore, it's in a constant stage of recording, right? Just like a cassette. So what happens when it's overfull? It's going to start to spill, right? What is that spill? That spill is going to be in a form of confusion, in a form of loss, in a form of self-hatred, in a form of tired, in a form of agitated, in a form of all the emotions that do not benefit a human being, basically. All right, which is going to bring me back to the point. I care about the teenagers too. It is a sensitive subject for me that teenage suicidal in America is like number one right now. Yeah. But going back to my realization was that, so you have access to all the bad things that's going on in countries that you don't even know that exist, and country that you don't even know, that you have zero relation to, right? So this is the aha moment I had. I was like, we live in a generation now, this is not even in America, this is all over the world, where we don't even say hi to each other, to our neighbors. What is closer than your neighbor? I had this realization, I think it was 2 weeks ago. They definitely lived here for 2 years. My neighbors, I live in a condo, and it's I'm upstairs, they're downstairs, and yeah, they were moving out. I was like, wow, we never even said hello to one another, like, right? We look at each other, we're just saying nothing. I say hi to the kids whenever I see them on the weekends, whatever. They're like teenagers. They say hi too, but parents, it's like, I tried one time, I was just like, oh, it's okay, it's awkward after that to do it again, right? So here we are living in a culture that we don't even say hello to our neighbors. We don't even know who lives next door. But they're keeping us busy by all the bullshit that is going on in the world, when we can't even possibly help at this stage. You have to be a very conscious person to help energetically. But a conscious person knows he is first responsible to feel good. His first job is to give positive energy to the universe, because the universe bears me no ill, so I shall bear no ill to the universe. Shout out to Mrs. Huxtable. I can never, ever, ever remember her real name. Right? I caught one of her interviews. And for some of the people right now, they might say, well, who watches the news nowadays? Like, the youngest don't even watch the news, right? Social media is the same thing. Anything that has zero benefit to you personally, it is only occupying your brain. Whether that is negative, drastic, crazy shit like wars in the third world, or these celebrities or whomever you are stalking on social media and comparing yourself and feeling stressed about it because you don't have enough likes. Right? The point is, what type of energy is it emanating? Whatever it is that you are entertaining in your brain. That's all there's to it. Right? Because the subconscious mind does not filter anything. So whatever I pay attention to, right? That's how creation happened. And if you're not creating, right, you're reacting. Right? So whatever I'm paying attention to throughout the day, I have a relationship with it. As long as my attention is towards it, I am going to be experiencing it in my reality. Where attention goes, energy grows. And energy is the power that manifests things into the physical being, where we can touch, smell, right? Etc. So think about it then. Though, isn't it amazing how we are stressed? We're watching things that had nothing to do with us personally. Now, when I say this, I also want you to know that I also have an understanding that we are all one, we are all connected as human beings, as beings, everything on earth and under it. The Creator is one. That's where my comfort of belief is at this point. That's what I know. But our relationship with Earth individually also matter. Individual evolution also matter, because each of us bring a specific message. Something that is instilled in us that we are meant to birth, that will be helping another. But when we are constantly on a fire of light, right? We're stressed. When you're stressed, when you can't stand for yourself, you can't stand for another, right? Because you're stressed. I wanted to say something. So when the brain is full, you become a reactor of your reality, because you believe it, not because you are touching it and smelling it, seeing it. You believe it as it to be your true reality. That is, this is who I am, this is my life, this is how I am, right? The excuses build up. Thoughts become things. Words have power. Right? Oh, what a rat race. This is a rat race. Oh, what a rat race. Oh, what a rat race. God bless Bob Marley and all his seeds for continuing on his legacy and holding us down with the frequency of Regia, Rasta Standalone. Yeah. It's amazing. The media can shape the world. I remember when I was in fashion school and I learned about colors and clothing are determined by human beings for us to wear. Like every year it's determined, there's a society for it, and I'm like, why? Right? So that took me to what? Another Alice in Wonderland, right? It's like why Africans are connected to bold colors, why we wear colors, where I come from, and why the fight in preventing people from seeing colors, bold colors. Why is that? Especially where I live, right? It is the land of opportunity, right? Perhaps the reason why they make sure the people that live in the land of opportunity are stressed, because it's a way up to control the rest of the world. Perhaps America is closer to the sky, closer to God, so the frequency is stronger. I don't know. I'd like to think that would be Ethiopia, but God is everywhere. Anyways, that's just a realization. It's like, wow. This is for the person that's still watching the news, and for the teenager that's still comparing their life's value based on the number of likes on social media or through comparison of others. Please come back to yourself.